Hey everybody, it's PDubs. Thanks as always for hanging out upstairs with us and for checking out the channel. On today's episode, I wanted to do a game review for Moto Rush GT. A few weeks ago, this game was released on the iiRcade arcade platform. This game is a motorbike racing game that was released on the Nintendo Switch back in 2019. I myself purchased it on the Nintendo Switch shortly after hearing that iiRcade had got this game on their platform. Now, what was cool about their announcement was they announced that they got the game on their platform on a Tuesday, and then they released it in their game store on a Friday, and that was a great move in my opinion, and the way they should continue to do things moving forward, but I digress. After hearing this game was coming to the platform that very same day, I went ahead and I purchased it on the Nintendo Switch because it was on sale for only about $2-3 on the Nintendo Switch. And I have to tell you, I was disappointed in the game myself personally playing it on the Nintendo Switch. There's a couple ways you can play it. For instance, right here, we're just playing it using our sticks and buttons as our controls. The Nintendo Switch has got a nice little feature that you can switch to. And instead of using your joystick for steering, you can actually just turn using the tilt and motion control effects built into your Wii controllers. So you just tilt to the right, tilt to the left for your steering. So it's cool that they have both of these options available for playing on the Switch. I was like, okay, I still just wasn't happy with the game. All I was doing was dodging traffic. But then again, I'm a huge proponent of maybe some games do make for a good arcade experience. Will this be one of them? So I promised my viewers I'd give it a shot. I spent the $15 and I downloaded it on my iiRcade. All right, so here we go. Moto Rush GT is installed on the iiRcade platform. As you can see, the controls are very basic, very simple. You can pop a wheelie, accelerate, brake, honk your horn, and steer, but that's it. One thing that's noticeably missing, especially for somebody like me who actually rides motorcycles in real life, is there's no gear shifter. Having automatic shifting would have been a perk for playing this game on any kind of arcade or video game platform, something that's sorely missing from both this arcade version as well as from the Nintendo Switch version. What's nice about the iiRcade version of this game is it does have all the same features and game modes as the Nintendo Switch version, which is great. Does keep track of your statistics for those of you who are running career modes and stuff, want to see how well you're doing. Also, you can access certain achievements in the game, which is always fun. I'm a big trophy hunter when I'm playing games on the Switch, on the PlayStation, on the Xbox. Love getting trophies and achievements. Entering the garage is where you have all the different kinds of vehicles. I think there's over 10 motorcycles that you have the ability to customize, modify as you progress through the game and earn stuff and unlock new bikes and things like that. Personal favorite right off the bat there is the Hornet, which I'll show you some gameplay of, etc. And then, of course, if you back out from the different upgrades and colors and things that you can change on your motorcycles, there's a few other options on here, such as you could do time trials, arcade mode, just drive, and career mode. So all different kinds of campaign modes, which is kind of nice. There is some replay value there and flexibility. What I like about just drive is you could just drive. Now, what's really interesting is obviously the controls are pretty easy to use. You're only using 4 buttons plus the joystick, and yeah, you can pop wheelies and things. However, when it comes to someone like me who actually rides motorcycles, we got a lot of issues here. For one, this is not how motorcycles run in real life. This is really not a good motorcycle type simulation driving game. It's literally like the lowest you can go. You can't even come to a complete stop. 50 miles per hour is the lowest that they'll let you slow down to, which is kind of weird. Also, again, you don't have any kind of manual shifting, etc. And then, of course, if you crash, you have to kind of just hit the buttons to let it reload and restart after your points and achievements are calculated. Overall, Just Drive is okay for basically just driving in practice, checking out the different bikes, etc., and being put on a random course. After you get the hang of accelerating, braking, switching lanes, as well as popping wheelies, you can head on down to arcade mode. And of course, the further you advance in the game, you can unlock additional tracks, as well as unlock different difficulties, such as having all the traffic moving in one direction or having two-way traffic, etc. Let's go ahead and fire up some basic arcade mode. Now, I will say this, if you are into this game, there is replayability. There's over 100 levels, and as you progress through the game, you will unlock different environments and objectives, different weather effects, be driving in the rain, storms, etc., and all that kinds of stuff. So there is a lot that you could technically do with this game, but overall, the main point of this game is just driving and dodging traffic. I mean, that's it. But like, for instance, like when we're in arcade mode, we're just trying to get as far as we can without crashing, and once we crash, game's over and all your experience points is calculated. But it's literally just a driving traffic game. Yeah, you can pop wheelies and stuff, and yeah, the tracks and stuff get a little bit more difficult, but in all honesty, when it comes to playing racing games, I really want to play a racing game. Not saying that this is a phone game, just saying that reminds me of those games that a lot of us play on the phones where you're just like Temple Run and stuff, where you're just dodging from side to side. It just doesn't feel like a true racer to me. Although the time trials and Just Drive and arcade mode actually aren't that exciting, at least the career mode on this thing is pretty cool. As you progress through each level of the map, you have to beat stage 1 to get to stage 2, have to beat stage 2 to get to stage 3, and all the objectives are totally different, such as you have to drive a certain amount of distance in a certain amount of time, or you have to have so many near misses, or do so many stunts, etc., in order to progress to the next stage. At least the campaign mode gives you something to shoot for, something different every single time you fire up a level, and again, there are 100 levels, and playing the campaign mode is the main way to earn currency in the game to upgrade your bikes, customize them, new brakes, new engines, new colors, all that kinds of stuff. In my opinion, the campaign mode versus the arcade mode is the best thing about this game. And what I can say is playing it on the iArcade versus playing it on the Nintendo Switch is the fact that, you know, we got those big speakers, got the sound, got the bigger screen. I'm standing in front of an arcade, which you guys know I love my arcades, so, you know, I mean, yeah, it definitely feels better playing this on the iArcade than it does on the Nintendo Switch. I do have a little bit more fun with it, but overall, despite all that good stuff, I still just not a big fan of this game, guys. I'm sorry. Just not a big fan. I like racing games where you're racing other drivers, other motorcyclists, etc., versus just dodging traffic. It's just not my cup of tea, but it might be yours. The good news is although this isn't a really good motorcycle simulator, we're missing our manual shifts, as well as we're missing, you know, being able to change gears and stuff, which would have been really cool. This game would be simple enough for everyone in the family and the kids to pick up and play and enjoy on the arcade as well. Now, currently this game retails for $14.99 on the iArcade as well as on the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch usually has it on sale every couple of months. They put it on sale for a couple of bucks, etc. iArcade has it for full price. Odds are they'll put it on sale, but not too often. So if you're interested in this game, most likely you're going to pay 15 bucks, so it's totally going to be up to you if you want to spend that kind of money on this game. But in my opinion, it's just not my favorite game on this platform, but I'm looking forward to seeing what iArcade will release in the future, and hopefully we'll get some more modern games that are racers that are just a little bit more exciting than this one, in my opinion. If you guys enjoyed the game review, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on the way out, leave your comments and feedback below, and as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.